This video is in memory of Akira Toriyama, the creator of Dragon Ball. I hope you enjoy this, and I don't really know what happens after you die. No one does, but no matter what happened to him, his art will live on forever. Now let's start this what if. After Akira Toriyama died, things faded into black. It seems like it was over for this famous creator, or so he thought. Little did he know that he would be reincarnated into his favorite show, the one he created. As he would wake up, he would look around in a new area. He wasn't at his house, but it seemed familiar at the same time. He smelled food, good food. As he looked, it was Chi-Chi, but that was impossible. She's not real. He would look at her and say, "Are you a fan?" She would look and say, "Of course I'm a fan of you. You created me, of course. Now, I don't know why you had to make my husband not work or do anything like that, but besides that, you did a good job." He would be shocked as he would run out the door. Chi-Chi would say, "Wait, your food's almost ready." As he ran, he would begin to breathe and pant. He couldn't believe what was happening, but as he looked around, everything looked like everything he drew. It looked like he was in front of Goku's house, but that was impossible. Suddenly, Goku, Piccolo, and Vegeta would walk up to him. Piccolo would say, "I am one of your favorites, so I wanted to be the one to greet you." Goku would say, "Thank you for drawing me. It means a lot that I got to exist." Vegeta would say, "You could at least made me win a couple times, but I'll let that go." He looked at him. He looked at all three of his creations. Vegeta, one of the most popular ones, Goku, the main character, and Piccolo, his personal favorite, all staring him down. As he said, "What is going on? What the hell is this place?" Goku would sigh. "Well, I don't know how you're going to take the news, but you died. And this is your afterlife. You get to spend eternity in the place you created. Every time a cartoon is created, every time a movie is created, it creates a separate universe where it actually happened, where the events happened." Akira Toriyama was shocked that Dragon Ball was real. The thing that he created was real, but then he started to feel guilt for beginning launch. "What happened to her?" he said. "What happened to launch?" Vegeta would sigh and say, "Since you forgot her, she slowly disappeared from this timeline." Akira Toriyama would look down and cry, as Goku would hug him and say, "It's okay, you didn't know." As then he would cry more and more, realizing he'll never see his family again, realizing his old life is over. But after he cried, Chi-Chi gave him a dinner, and Akira Toriyama began to eat it. And Goku said, "Look at the bright side, you can learn ki now." Akira Toriyama was interested. After all, who wouldn't be interested in learning how to fly? But he was going to need a couple days to himself. After all, this was a big change. As he was on Earth, it was like he was on a completely different planet. This may have been another Earth, but everything was so different. People could fly. Everything he drew was real. As Akira Toriyama got used to his surroundings, days would pass, as suddenly Beerus and Zeno would walk up. Zeno would say, "You're the real creator here. When you're ready, I need you to work with me. After all, you created everything, and only you can be considered my equal." Akira Toriyama looked at him and said, "Equal, huh? I don't know about that. I was just a nerdy kid who created something I loved. I'm really not that special." Beerus would look at him and say, "Nonsense, you created me. That makes you the most special person ever. After all, I am pretty great. We should look and sigh. Just let us know when you're ready." He would nod, as Akira Toriyama would want to learn how to control his ki. He would want to be able to fly and do stuff that the things he created could do. So, Gohan would start to teach him. Gohan and Piccolo would teach him how to fly. It took a couple days, but eventually he got used to it, and he would begin to fly around. He would be so happy, flying around the planet, looking around at all the beautiful things he made, smiling. This was his baby. Sure, he had a son, but this was different. This world, this universe, it was all created by him, hand-drawn, handmade. Everything here is something that he created, or at least had a part of creating. It was beautiful to be a part of such a beautiful creation, even if he was sad that he'll never see his family again. But at the same time, he did. True, this was not his real family. True, this is not his flesh and blood, but he created everything. In a way, he was like their father. In a way, these people were his family. And he got to meet every single character, to Krillin, to Master Roshi, to Mr. Satan, and they all had nice things to say about him. Akira Toriyama truly felt at home, and he truly enjoyed spending time on this planet. It was true that he was honestly disappointed that he wouldn't be able to go to Earth. I mean, he could have wished to go back, but how would that even work? He would just come back to life. I'm pretty sure that would raise some eyebrows. And everyone has to die sometime. He was at peace with where he was and who he was and what he accomplished. Now it was time to enjoy himself. As a few weeks would pass, eventually they would throw a party in his honor. He would go to Capsule Corp, as Bulma would bring him cake. As everyone was there, Piccolo, Master Roshi, Mr. Satan, even Frieza himself was there, as Frieza looked at him and laughed. "Ho ho ho, don't worry, I won't hurt you, since you're a special friend of mine." Akira Toriyama smiled and said thank you. As then Cell appeared, and all of the villains with halos on their head. They said, "King Yama gave us a pass so we can meet you." "I want to say thank you for creating such a perfect being," Cell would say. The only person who wasn't there was Kid Buu, and that was kind of because he was mindless. As Akira Toriyama was happy, so happy, that even the villains were there to see him. As they had a toast in his honor, and he began to eat cake, he began to talk to all of them, and all of them spread their gratitude to him. And Akira Toriyama started to say how much each one meant to him. He would look at Piccolo and say, "You're my favorite. I love your struggle, and I loved everything you went through. And riding you was truly a joy, Piccolo. And you, Mr. Satan, you're also my favorite. Your friendship with Majin Buu was very exquisite, and I loved every second of riding you and making you an interesting character." He would smile as Mr. Satan said, "Thank you for riding the champ," as he would show off. Akira Toriyama would laugh, as then he looked onwards at Goku. "You're the main character, Goku. And you weren't originally going to be an alien. I didn't plan for any of this. You're just supposed to be a weird monkey boy. And everything was going to end once you gathered up all the Dragon Balls. But I'm glad I didn't end it. I'm glad it continued. And I'm glad it's at where it's at now. Thank you. Thank you very much for being so great. I'm very proud of all of you. Even you, Vegeta. I was going to kill you off originally, but you were so popular and the fans loved you. At first, I didn't really like you that much, but writing you and making you an interesting anti-hero, it made Dragon Ball have spunk, and I enjoyed it." Vegeta would smirk and say, "Of course you enjoyed it. After all, I am the Prince of all Saiyans. Who can't enjoy me?" Akira Toriyama would laugh. "Damn right you are." As they would all laugh and continue to eat their cake. As they ate their cake, Akira Toriyama would say, "I'm proud of you too, Frieza. Even though you're a villain, you played your part well. And you're one of the most popular villains we ever had. You too, Cell. Sorry you couldn't talk in Cell Max. But at least you can talk now." Cell would smirk and say, "Yeah. Oh well." Akira Toriyama would say, "Now show me the forms that I'm proud of." Vegeta would turn Ultra Ego. Goku would turn Ultra Instinct. Gohan would turn Beast, and Piccolo would turn Orange. As he smiled, and Frieza even turned black. Akira Toriyama would smile and say, "Wow, look at you all grown up, reach your full potentials. I'm glad I got to see you grow. But I think it's time I join Zeno and help maintain this universe. Of course, Universe 7 will always be my favorite." Vegeta would smile and say, "Of course it will be." Beerus would look at him and hold his hand. "Are you ready, Akira Toriyama?" "Yes, I'm ready. I'm ready to see Zeno." As they transported away, Zeno would be sitting down, and he would look down at Akira Toriyama. "Welcome, my friend. Prepare to be the creator. I am the Grand Destroyer. You are the Grand Creator. And I am no longer a child. As soon as you entered, I reached my full form, a form of intelligence. Now we should rule these universes and make sure they're intact, especially Universe 7. We will make sure the Dragonverse is safe, always. And that is going to leave things off. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And yeah, I wanted to make this video as a tribute to him. Sorry if the audio wasn't the best. I was really not in the best mindset when I made this. It made me quite emotional, but I enjoyed making this video. And I hope it honors him. This wasn't just a cash out on his death or do anything like that. And to be honest, no one knows what happens when you die. Maybe it's nothing. Maybe you're reincarnated. Maybe you go to heaven. There's people who claim they have the answer. There's people who claim they know, but no one really knows. No one knows what happens. And I've thought many different things. And I believed many different things throughout my life. And now, to be honest, I don't know what to believe. I'm kind of believing nothing at the moment, but either way, his art was amazing, and it really helped me, and it helped so many people around the world, and I'm glad he existed in the first place. Goodbye, Akira Toriyama. May you rest in peace.